beyond.
Previously in the town of Everhaven, we found our town-assigned couple, April Oakley and Ezekiel McGraw, at a crossroads of destiny. As April and her new cryptid companion, the Jumwhopper, venture towards the end of their quest, Ezekiel prepares to end his time in Everhaven, once and for all.
Thank you all for coming. I'm pleased to see so many of us were able to gather. Today will go down in Everhaven history as the day we escape once and for all. The more the merrier. Make sure you tell everyone. You have 2 hours to grab everything you want to bring from Everhaven and fill your cars up with gas. We have no idea how far away from any other civilization we'll be once we escape this town.
The crowd listens attentively until Mayor Herb arrives.
That's enough, actually. Sorry, peeps, but nobody is going anywhere.
Excuse you?
Yeah, you heard me. Nobody is meant to leave Everhaven, and I am declaring as your mayor that it is illegal to leave.
All right. Okay. There is no jail here, smartass. And no one's going to arrest me once we do get out. What is with you anyway? Why are you suddenly against leaving? You literally made the speech last week in favor of it.
Things change, Ezekiel McGraw.
How do you know my name?
Listen to me. Attempting to leave Everhaven could have disastrous consequences. The magic keeping us in is not meant to be...
Shut up! There is no magic. And we're going to prove it by driving right out of this damn town of smoke and mirrors.
You don't know what you're messing with.
That's enough out of you. Of course you'd turn your stance around last second. Whose side are you really on, Herbert? We're done accepting every piece of bullshit this town gives us. You aren't our mayor. You won because the cryptids voted you in. Why do you think that is?
I don't see how this is...
Because you're an idiot. They're machines. They chose you because they knew they could use you to give us orders. But we won't listen to you. Not anymore.
Several people in the crowd cheer. Others simply nod their heads.
Don't let him waste any more of our time. Go. Meet back here in 1 hour. Then we leave. Once and for all.
A few hours earlier, in the heights of the woodlands, April and the Jumwhopper finally approached the Temple of the Sacred Sword.
Pretty impressive.
Yeah, cool and shiny or whatever. Let's grab this dang sword and be done.
The Jumwhopper desperately attempts to pull the sword out of the marble floor, but to no avail.
Oh god, is this some worthy thing?
No, I just don't have upper body strength.
Oh.
April walks up and manages to successfully pull the sword out, pointing it towards the sky.
You did it!
Yeah. Okay, cool, so now what?
We need to go back to my house. That's where my cockroach wife is.
Right, okay.
The duo run down the hill into the woods and find themselves outside the Whopper residence within minutes.
You lived this close to the temple the whole time?
What? Oh, no. These woods just kind of do that sometimes. They get you home if that's where you need to be.
This place's magic is mind-numbing, dude.
Yeah. Anyway, we're here.
The Jumwhopper enters the house and walks over to the kettle.
You like tea?
I mean, I do, but what about your wife?
So, I wasn't supposed to tell you, but I kinda lied about that.
About what? Your wife being a cockroach?
That, having a wife, the wizard, kind of all of it.
April clenches the hilt of the sword.
What?
No, wait, I know that sounds bad.
April swings the sword and destroys a vase.
You lied? Why?
Zeke, he made me do it.
April's eyes fill with fury.
Zeke?
He paid me to keep you busy for the day. He didn't want you to be around for...
That son of a bitch. He wanted to keep me as far away from the town as he could so he could try to escape. Did he not want me to try and stop him, or did he not want me to leave?
I don't know,
Wait. What? Pay you? I had to pay for your milkshakes at the diner.
Well, not money. I'm a very lonely guy. He promised I'd be able to make a friend.
I'm sorry, do you really think I'd be your friend after all this shit? The gall of that man. He went to the trouble of conspiring with a cryptid. He doesn't even think you're real. I'm surprised he even spoke to you, much less made a deal.
The Jumwhopper drops to the floor.
I'm so sorry. I really didn't mean to hurt you. And I wasn't doing it for him. I wanted to be your friend. You're very funny, and you don't see us cryptids as...
Save it. I can't believe he'd do this.
April drops the sword and begins to cry as she walks out of the house. The Jumwhopper doesn't know what to do, but he picks up the sword and follows her.
Zeke is such a jerk. I don't know why Everhaven paired me up with him.
Is it okay if I sit?
I don't care.
The Jumwhopper sits next to April, the two looking over the entire town from the cliffside.
I don't really understand how this town works either.
You're not a robot, right?
I think I'd know, right?
Probably. You'd know just because I believe that magic of the place is real doesn't mean I don't want to leave. I mean, sure, it's nice spending time with creatures like you, and I've met people that I wouldn't have otherwise, but I need to get back. I don't know how much time has passed out there.
So you do want to leave?
Of course, but I think it's stupid to try and force the way out. I know I'm contradicting myself, but I just... Would he really try to leave without me? We don't always get along, and rarely, in fact, but, still.
I guess he is a bit of a tool bag. I don't think that's what he wanted, though. Maybe he just... I don't know.
I'm overreacting. He wanted to distract me because he'd know I tell him to stop whatever he thinks he's doing. He's gonna get himself and maybe even other people hurt if he isn't 100% sure his stupid plan is safe.
Well, that's his problem. You and I both know that this place isn't bad. Sure, it's not your normal lives, but it has its perks. All those goofs who want to leave and choose to follow him, that's just natural selection.
Yeah, I guess. I think he's got motivations that he just doesn't express. He's got some walls up.
Well, he should be less of a jerk about them.
Yeah. That's actually a really nice spot. The sunset's pretty. There are more colors here than I've never noticed that.
Wait, really? What are sunsets outside like?
Just pink and orange. I think I like this rainbow sunset much better.
It is quite nice.
Wait, no, hold on. Look down there. Do you see that?
Huh? What?
The cars all going towards town square?
Yeah?
I get a bad feeling about this. We have to get down there, now.
Okay.
The two run down the cliffside and out onto the streets as fast as they can, the sounds of cars growing louder and louder.
It's like a parade.
A really stupid one.
A familiar car pulls up and rolls down the window.
April, get in. We're leaving now.
No, stop for a second. What is happening?
We're getting out of here right now.
Are you nuts? This is really sudden.
Trust me for once. While you were going out playing pretend in the woods, I finally figured out how to get out of this.
Right. Thanks for that, by the way.
Sorry, dick. I told her.
I can't trust you little droids.
Shut up, Zeke. This is a bad idea.
April, I'm sorry for tricking you, but I knew you'd be apprehensive. But if you just listen, if all 5,000 people try to storm out in multiple directions, all we need is to go fast enough and the roads won't have time to turn us all back around. You can finally get out of here, and you can see your brother.
April's eyes widen. The Jumwhopper is confused.
It's a risk worth taking. Come on!
Ezekiel attempts to drag April into the car, but she resists.
Don't you dare!
I'm trying to help you!
Get your hands off!
Stop that!
Hey!
From across the street, Richard Brooks runs up as Ezekiel lets go.
Lay off, dude.
You lay off.
You can't be fighting right now. You two need to stay put. Trying to leave is a bad idea.
Already on the same page. Wouldn't be going with him of all people anyways.
I'm sorry for trying to open your eyes. Screw you, Rick. I'm leaving.
Ezekiel gets back into the car and drives off.
April, will you help me? We need to stop people from leaving. This plan, as good as it sounds, I have a really bad feeling about it.
Right there with you. I'm in.
I'll come too.
Yeah, okay.
The three arrive in town square, where Fred is going around trying to persuade more people to join the escape attempt.
People we get, the likelier we are to escape.
No, stop. This is too high of a risk. Everyone needs to stay home.
Don't listen to him. He's another sucker who...
Is this where we're at? Name calling? This isn't a game. Listen, you should really stay home. Messing with Everhaven is not going to end well.
Seriously? I almost had that guy.
Hey, Jim Whopper, hand me the sword.
April takes the sacred sword and hops onto the stage, raising the brilliant blade into the air.
Listen up.
Oh, you've got to be shitting me.
Go. If you want. If you really think there's nothing magical about this town and you think this is a good idea, I say follow your heart. But if you're like me and you'd rather let things happen than force your way out, stay. Make your own decision. Choose your own path. But I'm staying here. I'm not taking the risk.
Richard is surprised at her neutrality, but joins her on stage and agrees.
She's right. Nobody should be making your choices for you. I'm gonna stay. Anyone who wishes to do so too, hang around. To those who are going to take the risk, I wish you luck. And I hope your leaders know what they're doing.
The two are pleased to see a few cars turning around, some people just getting out and sitting down around the square. April looks around, as a small part of her hopes to see Ezekiel changing his mind, but she spots his car right at the front.
Worth a shot.
I thought you hated him.
Hate is a strong word. I don't want anything bad to happen to anyone here. Okay, take this sword and go find the Leawim. It hasn't shown up yet, which is weird. So, go. Let it know what's up. You cryptids all need to stay safe.
Aw. Okay.
Come here.
April gives the Jumwhopper his first ever hug. He smiles at her, teary-eyed, and runs off towards the woods.
Hey, you think the cryptids will need to take shelter? Should we?
No clue. I'm not used to being the one getting asked the questions.
Gotcha. You believe in it too, right?
The magic? Yeah.
I hope that a stunt this big doesn't piss it off.
At least we've made our stances clear. I think we'll be okay. Do you think that was the right thing, telling people to make their own choice?
Are you asking if I believe in free will? I think you were, honestly. I don't think it's a good idea to try and leave, but it is the best escape plan we've had yet. If it works out, good for them.
Towards the front of the line, Fred and Ezekiel give the signal.
Once and for all, we are getting out of here.
Richard, April, and many other names you know, such as Cletus, Lula, Coral, and Elisa, all stay and watch their friends and companions drive off. The roads seemingly begin to fluctuate, glitching almost, as hundreds of cars drive over them.
You see that? It can't keep up.
Sure did. I'm gonna speed up. The exit sign is sure gonna throw us in for a loop.
As Ezekiel races towards the signs, the roads begin to try and pull his car away, but he goes off-road, instantly burning a path past the sign.
We're doing it! We're officially out of city limits.
This is it.
Sunrise.
What?
They're all driving towards the sunrise.
April, it's 11 at night. That's not the sun.
Oh. Oh no.
On the horizon to which the cars are speeding towards, a bright, beautiful rainbow wall begins to rise. As the distant roads and trees seem to get pulled away faster than sound, the ground begins to shake, as pieces begin seemingly flying away.
What the hell? Fred, are you seeing this? Crap, signal's lost. Ah! Jesus! Can't stop now! This must mean we're nearing the end.
Ezekiel begins to speed up even farther, the cars around him following suit. The light becomes brighter, to the point where no one can see each other anymore.
Rick?
Yeah. Everyone, get somewhere safe.
At the very speed of light itself, the spectral wall exploded, consuming the cars and everyone within Everhaven. The blinding light was like a flood. Not a square inch of the town or woods was untouched by it. This is where the story of Everhaven ends. Or is it?
What the?
April turns. She's back in her bed, next to Ezekiel.
Zeke?
You? We... Oh, Jesus Christ.
No, I fear this is where the story truly begins.